Hello everyone! Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Kim Zolciak makes a surprising declaration about Ariana Biermann and Hudson McLeroy. The Real Housewives of Atlanta alum is sharing her thoughts on her daughter, Ariana, and her longtime BF. Ariana Biermann has so much love for her longtime boyfriend, Hudson McLeroy, and even her mom, Kim Zolciak, can see that. Kim, an alum of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, recently appeared on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, where she shared her thoughts about Hudson and Ariana as a couple. Although she admitted that they had a rocky start, at first, she is confident in the next-gen NYC cast members and their future as a couple. Did you know that these guys have been together since they were 14? The Don't Be Tardy for the Party singer asked WWHL host Andy Cohen. Then they would break up for a little bit, and then they were back together. And then I found a little tweet that she had, a message on Twitter that she sent me. And she said, "Mom, I just love Hudson. I'm going to wait for him." Kim recalled, as Ariana and Hudson sat in the audience. She was 17. I sent her a screenshot of it. I was like, "Ariana, do you remember this? This is crazy. But I've known his parents for 20-something years," she added. Later on in the episode, Ariana asked Kim if there was one red flag about Hudson that she had never told her until now. "Ah, I love Hudson," Kim admitted. But she did admit that there is something she wishes that Hudson would do for Ariana. "Hudson, if you would just walk the dogs," she said. "Because if this is how you're gonna be with my grandchildren, she's always in the park with the dogs." "Hey, she doesn't go outside at night without me," Hudson told Kim from the audience. That is true, Kim replied. "I love you, Hudson." As Kim stated, Ariana and Hudson first met each other as teens after Ariana's older sister, Biermann, met Hudson while on vacation at the beach. Ariana and Hudson continued to communicate with one another on Snapchat, before Brielle finally brought them together in person. "My sister took me for my birthday present on my first date with him, after we'd been talking for 6 weeks over Snapchat," Ariana explained during an appearance on the Comments by Celebs podcast on July 10. "And we went there, and she took us on a date." Although Ariana and Hudson have officially been dating each other for 3 years as adults, she acknowledges that they had to do some growing up before being able to be this serious about each other. "I feel like we both also just needed to experience dating other people and experience life on our own," Ariana admitted on the podcast. "Because I don't think we'd be able to be together now for 3 years if we had been together consecutively for the last 9, she added. "Like, that would be crazy." Find out why Hudson always knew he would be together with Ariana. The Georgia sun poured golden light over the expansive lawn of Kim Zolciak's Atlanta estate, but the real heat of the afternoon wasn't coming from the weather. It was radiating from the reality star's unexpected revelation. Kim, never one to shy away from a dramatic moment, had gathered her close circle in the backyard, where a lavish brunch table glistened under white parasols. There were tiered trays of pastries, pitchers of mimosas, and a sparkling centerpiece of roses in blush and ivory. Ariana Biermann, her 22-year-old daughter, sat across from Hudson McLeroy, her on-again, off-again love interest since high school. For months, fans had speculated about the status of Ariana and Hudson's relationship. The pair had been seen together at concerts, posting flirty TikToks, and spotted on romantic getaways, but neither had confirmed or denied anything outright. Kim, however, seemed to have decided that today was the day to lift the curtain. With a twinkle in her eye, she tapped her champagne flute with a manicured finger. "Everyone," she began, her signature voice lilting with both mischief and warmth, "I have something to say about Ariana and Hudson." The table fell silent. Even the cicadas seemed to hush in anticipation. Ariana's eyes widened slightly, equal parts curiosity and the wary dread every child feels when their parent decides to speak for them. Hudson gave a small grin, looking as if he suspected where this was going. Kim leaned in, her blonde waves catching the sunlight like a halo. I've watched these two grow up literally, from awkward teen years to late-night ice cream runs to helping each other through heartbreaks. And yes, even those dramatic fights where Ariana swore she'd never speak to him again. Ariana blushed, muttering, "Mom," under her breath, but Kim wasn't about to stop. "I've always said," Kim continued, "that real love isn't just butterflies. It's friendship, loyalty, and the ability to show up for each other even when life gets messy. And let me tell you, life has been messy lately. But I've seen the way Hudson has been there for Ariana, the way he listens to her, the way he makes her laugh when she's had the worst day." The brunch guests exchanged knowing smiles. This was the kind of open-hearted monologue that Kim reserved for moments she wanted people to remember. Kim took a sip of her mimosa before delivering the line that would set the internet ablaze later that night. "So here it is. I don't just think Hudson is good for Ariana. I believe he's the one. And if you ask me, they'll be married within the next 5 years." Gasps, laughter, and Ariana's horrified "moom" rippled through the table. Hudson's eyes widened, but he didn't look entirely displeased. In fact, a faint blush crept into his cheeks as he reached for Ariana's hand beneath the table. "Don't get me wrong," Kim added quickly. "I'm not saying run off and elope tomorrow. But I've learned a thing or two about relationships, and when you find someone who feels like home, you don't take it for granted. Ariana, you light up differently when he's around. And Hudson," she turned her gaze to him with a matriarch of the Proval, "you treat my daughter like she's gold. That matters." Ariana, still red-faced but smiling now, tried to deflect. "We're just figuring things out." Kim teased, raising a brow. "And I'm just saying what everyone's thinking." As the conversation shifted back to lighter topics, wedding trends, summer travel plans, and a debate about whether pineapple belongs on pizza, Kim's declaration hung in the air like a lingering perfume. She had effectively made public what had been a quiet, undefined relationship, giving it a label in front of friends, family, and soon enough, millions of Bravo fans. Later that evening, Ariana posted a photo to Instagram, a candid shot from brunch showing her laughing, Hudson mid-eye roll, and Kim in the background with that unmistakable smirk. The caption read, "When your mom makes life announcements for you." Within hours, the post went viral. Fan accounts dissected Kim's 5 years comment, Reddit threads popped up debating whether Hudson really was the one, and TikTok creators reenacted the brunch scene complete with over-the-top champagne flute tapping. For Kim, it was another day of unapologetic honesty, a quality that has both won her fans and drawn criticism over the years. But for Ariana and Hudson, it was a moment of being nudged into the spotlight together, whether they were ready or not. In private, Ariana admitted to a close friend that Kim's boldness had actually made her think. She and Hudson had been moving in a comfortable rhythm, no labels, no pressure. But hearing her mom speak with such certainty stirred something. Could Kim be right? Could Hudson, the boy she'd known since their high school hallway crush days, really be the man she'd end up with?